Okay, let's do this. NXT, New Year's Evil, folks. It looks like more wrestling just keeps popping up every day, and it's something always happening. So, you know what? Given what I saw on the card for this show, I was like, you know what? I'm going to come back and do an NXT review. Haven't done one in a while, so might as well. I reviewed Raw on Netflix last night, so go check out that review if you haven't checked it out already, and also the Wrestle Kingdom and Wrestle Dynasty reviews that are online right now. But NXT New Year's Evil, obviously titles are on the line tonight, so let's get right into it. NXT actually was in LA. Well, then again, they were kind of still in LA since, Raw was in LA yesterday, but they were at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles, California. Booker T and Vic Joseph were on commentary. I guess, if I'm not mistaken, Corey Graves is now on commentary now. Obviously, the commentary teams have changed again and whatnot, so I guess he's going to be, Corey Graves going to be on commentary now, or was this like a one-night only thing? Because I know they put Michael Cole and Pat McAfee back on Raw, and SmackDown will be Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore. So I guess Corey Graves is going to be on NXT. It's a three-man booth now, so I guess that's what's going to be the thing, I guess. So there you go. Like I said, the Shrine Auditorium. I will say it looked kind of a bit dark out there. I don't know if it was a full house or not, but it looked like it looked like a full crowd in general. So maybe they sold out. I'm not sure, but it was pretty dark in there. But we did kick off the show with the NXT Women's Title on the line. Roxanne Perez versus Julia. Solid match. It's not much I can really say from this. I kind of figured Julia was going to get the win. I know Cora Jade ended up coming out there and throwing Perez back inside, but Julia was able to get in, and then Perez hit the pop rocks after that. Julia ended up getting out of it, and then, Roxanne tried to put in like an armbar in after. Julia got out of there, hit like a big knee on her, and then a big Northern Lights bomb for the win. It was a solid match. Like I said, I don't got much to really take from all this. This was a really good, solid match. That's all I can really say. Do I like it better than the first one they did? Kind of. It kind of played out the same. Like I said, this wasn't like a screwy finish this time, even though it looked like it was about to. But I figured Julie was going to win anyways. It's like, come on, she lost back in Chicago, so I figured she was going to win here. So I'm not really mad at the decision. I think we all knew this was going to happen. I will say one thing when it comes to Roxanne now, because with her losing the title, will it be another rematch, or will she finally be going on to the main roster at this point? Because I think she's basically done everything she's had to do down here in NXT. She's basically been champion twice now, and her second run, second heel run now, that second heel, but just second run as a heel. She's put on a lot of great matches, so I don't know what else she can really accomplish in NXT unless they do one more rematch and then they put her on the main roster. I'm gonna assume that maybe till after WrestleMania. I don't know, but it's like, what else does she really have to do left here in NXT? Like, I don't know. She's been champion twice, so I'm not really sure. But good for Julia getting the title. So, like I said, solid win for her. They showed The Rock, who arrived to the building, which, once again, it's happy-go-lucky Rock. So after what happened yesterday, it's still kind of crazy to question what's even going on with The Rock. He's just full face mode now, and just somewhat weird, I guess. But it's probably going to lead into a bigger plan, so we'll get back to The Rock in a second since he's arrived to the building. Eddie Thorpe was in the back. He got beat up again, apparently, and Ava says, oh, okay, I'm not buying it this time, all right? After what you did to Iron Survivor, you better get ready for your match tonight. I know they showed the Ethan Page, Devon Evans stuff that happened with the broken jaw. So I guess, Evans basically kind of act like his jaw is wired shut now and he can't eat, sleep, or talk. And he says he's going to get Ethan for what he did to Cedric Alexander, and you're going to make sure you feel his pain. Next was a fatal four-way number one contenders match for the NXT North, get my words wrong. A fatal four-way number one contenders match for the NXT North American Women's Championship. Man, it's a lot of words right there to put in there. But this fatal four-way, I actually like this fatal four-way better than the first match in a way. I thought this was really good. I enjoyed it. I gotta say that 450. What was it? 450. Damn, who did it? Like Kalani Jordan onto Jade when she dodged it. Man, she ate the ground big time. That was pretty brutal. Stephanie Vicari ended up, hitting like she hit Kalani Jordan like like a package neck breaker and everything for the win. So a very good fatal 4-way match. I figured Stephanie was gonna get the win. I will say though, given that Stephanie just going for the actual main title not that long ago, it's kind of now it's like okay, now they kind of got her in the NXT North American Women's Championship. So I think they probably would kind of save her till the big title, but I guess they just kind of pivoted her right here. I still think the Kalani heel turn is going to happen sooner or later. They're trying to give her an edge. I think we all know where that's going to go. So I guess you say time will tell, but interesting that Stephanie ended up getting the win for the Fatal 4-Way right here. Right after that, Eddie basically said, I'm not faking my pain and everything. I was attacked and stuff. Oba apparently showed up and said, like, Eddie's not faking it. I did attack Eddie after what happened. He got hit with, a chair last week on the show. So, he said, like, I was just trying to get my trophy and everything. So, yeah, I got payback on him. The GTA guys talked about going after the NXT tag titles next week. Next, another women's match I see, which is 3 in a row. I don't know why they don't spread these things out. Basically, I say the Gothic Powerpuff Girls, Gigi Dolan, Shotzi, and Tatum Paxley versus Fatal Influence. Hopefully, like I said, Shotzi didn't really try to kill herself in this match. I'm going to be honest, I kind of zoned in and out of this match, so I don't remember everything that happened here. I just remember Shotzi hitting a big senton on Fallon Henley, who is the North American champion right now, the women's North American champion. So I guess she'll probably get a title shot now. I'm gonna assume that. So yeah, that's what I would kind of expect to happen, and it does kind of play into later on because it's gonna be a triple threat match now between Shotzi, Stephanie, and Fallon. Like I said, Stephanie won a #1 contender, and Shotzi actually pinned the champion tonight. So it's probably gonna happen in a triple threat match, I think. But all I can say is wait and see, basically. But that's all I really remember from the match was the actual finish. Right after that, Ava, the Pebble herself, the Pebble basically went on to get pissed off at Ethan Page for what happened and said, like, what are you really gonna do about it? And then next thing you know, The Rock showed up. This is the Pebble's dad right here. So The Rock's talking to Ethan Page and shook hands and said, I've heard a lot about you. Not good, though. Yeah, you broke a guy's jaw around here like Javon Evans, right? Like, and you broke a guy's wrist and like what was hands, but yeah, wrist. I'll take that. And yeah, man, just tell you like payback's a bitch, so you better watch out. You never know what can happen. And I'm the final boss of WWE and all that, but in NXT, she is the final boss. So the Pebble's the final boss, and he says, as long as you stay cool with that, you guys got to be cool. We're cool too, okay? All right. And Rock says, I look forward to you being on the main roster. And then Rock slapped Ethan Page on his ass, saying, like, you get your sweet ass out of here. Like, pause. That's a lot of pause right there. Very big pause moment. Don't know why he said that. But, his kid basically went on to talk about, the NXT fans, just y'all want to see The Rock. It's just to speak to the heart, man. Just feel the energy out there, because Rock wanted some advice before going out there. And by the way, I know he got muted by the censors, which you're going to get a lot of Rock getting muted by the censors by the end of this show. But, yeah, like I said, Rock is still, happy-go-lucky right now. He's not being the final. I know he's calling himself the final boss, but this isn't the same final boss that was beating the hell out of Cody and everything that happened around WrestleMania time. And now everything's cool and he's super face Rock. So, could still be leading to something. We'll get to the end of that in a second when we get to the end of the show. Charlie Dempsey went against Lexis King in just a regular match or sudden death rules for the NXT Heritage Cup. Very technical wrestling match right here. It was pretty good. It ended up with King accidentally hitting Dempsey in the crotch with his own head and then actually hitting the finisher on him. So I guess he's trying to be oblivious to the finish of what just happened. Like, he knows what happened, but he doesn't really know what happened. He just happened to get the win by some type of crazy accident, if you want to go on from there. Yeah, end up getting the win, but yeah. Pillman Jr. there, like I said, I guess that's what they're trying to play into. Because remember Pillman saying like, I'm not my dad, and I'm different. I'm not gonna try to cheat and everything. So I guess he doesn't realize that this win was a fluke and just going with the win. But I guess it's probably gonna lead to a rematch anyway. So watch out for that. I guess the main event match was supposedly supposed to be a triple threat match between Trick Williams, Oba Femi, and Eddie Thorpe, but ended up being Trick Williams and Oba Femi for the title. And then again, Trick Williams, the champion, comes out first. So I kind of figured something screwy was going to happen anyways. And basically, this was just a standard match. It was one-on-one between both of them. So this literally was a whole one-on-one match. And the match went on until, like, Eddie ended up coming out there at the end. And he ended up pulling the ref after, what was it? Oba hit Trick with, like, the big power bomb. And Eddie pulled the ref. And then he started trying to, kick Oba him. But he got knocked away. And then hit with a, damn it, with a trick shot knee and whatnot. Trick got the pin, but it was by 2. Eddie got a chair. Basically, Trick was setting up for another trick shot, and when he ran into Oba, Oba got out the way. Eddie threw a chair into Trick's knee, and basically taking Eddie out too with the chair, and then Oba in a big power bomb for the win. So a lot of screwy stuff right here. Some would say an overbooked finish. Like, hey, it's cool, Oba won the title, but then again, yes, they did protect Oba, and they did protect Trick Williams, because, yeah, it was done by a fluke. Eddie couldn't even get near to the last second of the whole match because he was already beat up earlier in the night. So, his booking is still kind of strange when you really think about it. I do believe this will end up with another match between Oba and Trick one-on-one because, like I said, Trick's protected given the chair. And then, Oba, I guess, won by a fluke. So they just did their best to protect both of them. And Eddie just kind of looks like an idiot out here. Especially for this match when, 10 minutes as it is anyway. So, I don't know. I know they booked this to be a big title match in the main event, but it was just a lot of overbooking. So, it wasn't really like a, clean, decisive win right here. It was just a lot going on. So, I think this will lead to a rematch one-on-one between both of these guys. Will Eddie still even be involved in this? I'm gonna assume since he got beat up early in the night by Oba. So, something is going to happen, I guess. But expect a rematch to happen. But in the last part of this show, we finally got The Rock, and he took a very long time to get to the ring with his long entrance, and even The Rock knew how much time he had left, and he talked about the Shrine Auditorium and the goosebumps and the big Rocky chants out there. But he only had 6 minutes to do this promo since he took a long time getting there. And let me say this, that The Rock had to be censored several times because, then again, The Rock damn runs his company anyway. So he can say what he wants, I guess. But he does his catchphrases. He talked about, everywhere from the gym to the churches to the strip clubs. Everybody says, why are you so mean to Cody? And, talk about giving Cody his flowers and all that, which, he did. And he's been kicking ass as WWE champion. And now everybody's talking about, The Rock's being too nice to Cody. And, we're trying to take 20, everybody's thinking 20 steps ahead, but just enjoy the ride The Rock is taking them on. And, the crowd's still cheering for him, say, it's going to be a long night, and he's talking to the crowd. And then I guess he had to apologize about, about the cursing and whatnot. But, he talked about the people at NXT, and he put them over, and, he talked about Ava told him just, feel the crowd, feel the rhythm and all that. And this is the Shrine Auditorium. And you never know, some of these guys could main event Mania in the next few years and that. And talked about his time in Memphis. It's Flex Cavana saying it's still one of the worst wrestling names ever. And I guess he just had to finish his promo and just thank, Triple H and Nick Khan and all of them in L.A. and all the stars were here tonight, but this is where... Listen, The Rock's promo is about nothing. Let's be honest. The Rock just came out and said a whole bunch of stuff off the cuff like it was a shoot, okay? I already know everybody's going to say, this is super face mode Rock. Maybe this is going to lead into something to why he's being so nice right now, because, listen, we didn't forget about you just going, like I said earlier in this video, straight up heel mode and everything, so I guess we got to wait and see, but this promo was about nothing. Yeah, he put over NXT, but it was just Rock just saying anything. Just because. And Rock can do that because it's The Rock. But this was all to get ratings. Let's be honest. People tuned into this show tonight to see The Rock, which I think NXT will probably do a big rating by tomorrow. They probably will get 1 million for all I know. I do probably believe that. It's The Rock. You just had The Rock on Raw last night. However they're doing ratings of viewership on there with Netflix now. So now with NXT, this is probably going to get a big rating. I think they'll get 1 million. I think they will get 1 million by tomorrow. If not, then 900-something thousand. But having The Rock on this show, this obviously is going to boost numbers. This is what The Rock was here for tonight. They were still in LA. His kid is here. We'll get some ratings, and he can just come out and literally talk about nothing. He literally talked about nothing. Just stuff and Raw and Netflix and just being here and happy. He was just happy to be here. That's all it was. He was happy to be here and just enjoying the crowd. And he couldn't even really get his full promo. Had to rush and do if you smell what the Rock is cooking. And like I said, they were strapped for time. This ain't USA, folks. They can't go like another 5-10 minutes. So when it comes to network television, Channel 9, where I'm at CW, the news channels are going to immediately come on and they will cut them in a jiffy, all right? So that's basically what we got out of this whole thing. Other than that, NXT, obviously 2 new champions were crowned tonight. The NXT champion, the NXT women's champion. Gulia ended up winning decisively. I still think Oben Tricker probably is going to run that back soon and given the finish of what happened here. And I thought the Fatal 4-Way match was really good also. I actually enjoyed that match. But like I said, NXT was NXT. Like I said, the biggest thing you could really have on here was The Rock on NXT. And it is pretty surreal to have him. I'm sure a lot of people never thought he would. But I figured The Rock was going to be on this show at some point anyways, given, like I said, this guy basically runs the company. His kid is here. I feel like he was going to get involved in some sort of way. Like, look at the comment. We already had bigger stars. Nobody really believed the Undertaker was going to be on NXT. And look what happened. They had him on here. Cena, you already kind of been around the block. So, like I said, they're going to get, like, big main roster stars on NXT to get ratings and everything. But having The Rock on this show is a huge deal, though, too. So, it's The Rock, okay? It's The Rock. So, there you go. But other than that, that's all I really got to say about NXT. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, HoodedKnight890. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.